Hello, Discgolf fan. You're watching Discland Superstars, which is a season finishing of a place called Discland in Estonia, Tallinn. You're watching the English commentary. If you're looking for the Estonian commentary, you can find it on my channel. But if not, enjoy. And we're going to watch the ladies play this time around. And we're going to watch the lead card on day 2, and here we have the ladies playing. This is not the PDGA event because it's such a huge thing, so we did it a little bit different, and like you can see, the scorecards are quite equal. This is how the local ladies here in Tallinn play, and we're going to see exactly how they do it. And yeah, we're going to continue with track number 1. It's a par 3 track. You saw the OB tree on the left. It's 71 meters or just 230 feet, and we're going to see the backside of the basket, and we can see where you're coming from. And first off, we have Mila or Kersti. And we are off. A really beautiful first strike, and they should be really close to the basket. We're going to see in a bit. And this is Margit, also good, but wasn't long enough, a little bit short. And this is Gerdi. The order down in the graphics a little bit wrong, but it doesn't matter, the scores are even anyway. And we're going to see Ave-Ly, and that drifts too much to the left but got stuck in the middle, and this is where Kerli ended up between the trees, but it didn't go OB, so that's a victory already. Hits the tree again. That's actually a really tough spot to be, and everybody who has played it, we have been there. And really nice run up from Ave-Ly, and she's going to pick her par for sure. And seems like Kelly tried to make a run and also when we see Margit putting, she's actually a really good putter, and I've seen her many times. She's really, like you can see, the stroke is really smooth, really nice and really straight, but I have a feeling that the camera actually affected those ladies this time around. I think for all of them, it was the first time to be on any kind of coverage, so it's an experience. But yeah, this golf is a little bit mental game as well. It comes with it. If you play good, then you will be watched. And so here we're going to have here Kersti, who's going to have a birdie putt. Like you can see, she's really close to the basket, which should be no problem for her. And it's in. So she's going to extend her lead, because you can see Ave-Ly pick up her par. She stays on 1 under, and Margit is going to take a bogey as well, just like Kerli. So now Kersti's lead is a little bit 2 strokes actually. And basket number 2, like you can see, it's really short. The OB on the right doesn't come to play, and you can see there's a lot of trees you have to miss. There's actually two routes you can take. With the backhand or forehand, you can go straight, like Kersti is going to try to do, or with the forehand you can also go from the left gap and land close to the basket, but that one needs a really nice touch, because if you go even a tiny bit too deep, it's going to be in the trees. Just like this one, it's in the middle bush, which has seen a lot of disc in its time. And generally speaking, this event is to celebrate 3 years of Discland existence. This is the left cap I was talking about, really nicely done. Really nice tree kick there. And it was a 2-day event planned with different stuff and celebrations, but we all know about the COVID situation. It's the same all over the world, so it was most of the stuff they planned, it was cancelled. But luckily not disc golf, the main thing. That's why we're all here. So I don't think that went according to plan what Kirsty had in mind, but here we see Kirsty has a putt. And misses it sadly. And also we can hear the plane in the background. I don't know if you hear it, but it was circling around the airport, which is not that close, but circling around the city. I'm not sure why, but it was there for a really long time. That was so close. Oof. So Kirsty's going to give away, I think, a birdie from the basket number 1. And Kirsty has awkward little stance, but it should be actually okay. Here it is, because it was close enough. Good par. And Ave-Ly. Nice birdie, 2 under, that's nice. And you can see the smile, she's happy. You have to be closer to the lead. And we're going to have a 3-way tie already in the basket number 2. And we can see how the battle is going to go. Also we can see most of the ladies having their caddies. And basket number 3, OB 3 on the right. And yeah, it's a short track, but you have to go just like that around the corner or straight to this small cap in the bushes. If you go too long, it's OB and it comes too faster to the play, then you can think. So you have to be really careful with your throw. And Ave-Ly seems like it went straight to the bushes, not straight cap or the bush cap, and just went to the bush. And yeah, I think she went for the little cap in the bushes, which is actually bigger than you can imagine. Over the years, people are making it bigger and bigger. And now we have Kirsty on the tee, and I can imagine she wants this win so bad. That's a little bit short, and we can see some spectators in the background. And here we have Kirsty first with her approach. What impressed me most about Kirsty's game was she took her time. Like, she prepared, every shot matters, especially when the scores are so tight as they are in the women's division. So she knows, I have to take everything you can take and not leave anything on the track, or on the course rather. That's a miss. She wanted that. A good effort. So Kelly for a birdie putt. And it went in. Well done. Now all the ladies have at least one green box after 3 baskets, which is nice. In as well for Kirsty, and Ave-Ly is going to make a tap in as well, so we can see all 4 ladies back in basically square one inside 1 stroke, and this is awesome. I love this kind of fight. So basket number 4, really low ceiling here, OB left, OB right, then you have to go to the left here. Best option is a really touchy skip shot, because you can go OB long as well. Too much speed on the disc and it's gone. We can see actually 1 disc flying in. You can see where it went, but that's the line where what you want. Actually a forehand, which is an interesting option here. She goes to inside route and it's OB, catches those 2 little limbs. And this is a more traditional option here, backhand. Actually not a bad one, but too high. So you need to make it really low. I've seen a couple of shots you can make without any skip shots, but it's really touchy. And Margit tries to go with the skip shot, but didn't go OB at least. Kirsty. At the same time we can hear practice basket on the background. And this is what you need, a little bit too wide, so he catches the trees long. And here we have Kirsty for her approach. Most common is people try to go straight, because going around from this short distance it's so hard, so they try to go straight, but she does not. Maybe too much overstable. Lucky that this is now inbounds. So here we can see that Margit actually was 1 foot away from OB. A nice approach here. Yellow disc on the yellow leaves. And let's catch this turn. And also a nice approach, making no risk. It's too soon to attack. And you know Kelly wants this. And a bad roll away as well. Doesn't attack the OB, you can see the sticks. I think that was more an approach than an attempt. Now Kelly needs this to stop the bleeding on this basket. But no, it goes off again. Kirsty. Yeah, this should be now easy for all 4 ladies. You can see Kelly as well. And in it is. Triple bogey, a 6. This is not what was on the plan. And we're going to move on to basket number 5, 70 meters, 229 feet, and it's a really straight shot. You have to hit your line perfectly. It doesn't matter is it backhand or forehand, you just need to hit your line. Don't go anywhere else, or your OB, like you can see on the map, OB everywhere. So I'm going to start with Margit. And does it stop? It needs to stop now. It does. Didn't go to OB. It's really easy to hit that side of the OB. Like you can see when we're actually watching Kirsty prepare, you can see the trees, they're not moving that much. If you have watched my other, that's because OB, that's bad. This is what you don't want to do. If you have watched my other coverage, this track is actually very open to winds. It's maybe too much again. Oh no. What a bad rollaway that was. OB it is. Carly, she needs to get back her rhythm. But this is not how you do it. You could see already on the release, body language, it's a little bit off. Oh, but that's nice. Really nice approach. That's going to be easy 3. And this is what Margit wants as well from this position. This is another position where you want to attack. And well done. Now, Kirsty from OB. The same story applies. You want to just take your punishment, make it close, and just take what you can get. And Ave-Ly. And well done. So we're going to have 4 easy putts here, but like we can see, they're still taking it serious, which is smart. You don't want to make a mistake from this distance in front of the camera. So here we move a little bit. In it is, so the other 2 should be fine as well. So bogey for Kirsty and Ave-Ly. Ave-Ly now has 2 bogeys on the row. That's a bad sign a little bit. And we're going to move on to basket number 6, which is we can see has this mandatory gate and OB everywhere after that, and T is basically on the side of the road. You can see in the background the cars moving around, and from here we can hear the sound, so you have to concentrate really well. That's actually not that's too skippy, and it skips to the OB. It started to look like that is what you want. In time, this basket's T has a little bit altered because of the ground, and people starting to prefer the forehand more because it makes it easier, at least to get your 3. But with the backhand, if you make any steps, it's kind of hard to keep your balance. I've fallen the good victim of it many times, and this gets the 3 on the right and keeps to the previous basket. Ah, that's nice. This is what you want to do with forehand. Beautiful shot from Ave-Ly. Beautiful. So in English you call this shot patent pending, but here in Estonia we call it the Lipan shot. Lipan is a guy actually who maintains this course, and is really good in this type of shot, just like Kirsty here. Beautiful. And carefully, this is quite distance. I thought so. Not making any risk. Don't make it worse for you. Already 2 over. Ouch. That had to hurt. Here we can see why Margit putters. Oh, that was so close. I think the heart skipped some beats there, but ending good, all good. And bogey for Margit and bogey for Kersti. So Kersti is in 3rd position after a really hot start in basket number 1, but this is how this score goes. So basket number 7, we have 78 meters, 256 feet. It's a straight shot. You can flex a little bit, but not too much. You need a slower disc, not to get the skip here, because it goes OB really fast. I've seen it many times with my disc. And you can see it's a hard cap to hit, especially with nerves. But that one is good enough. The leaves a little bit stop the disc from bouncing around, so it's going to be a nice approach from there. Curly seems like landing almost on the same spot as Ave-Ly. This is Margit. A little bit close to the edge, but safe. Kersti, you can see she wants it, because when she really wants, you can see from the body language a little bit more nervous. But it's too high, and I really believe the tree actually saved her from this right now. It had too much hyzer on this and probably would have gone to the OB. So at least from here she should be able to save a tree. But, this is too straight. Hyzer back. No. Really close to the OB line. But there's a tiny shot. A nice approach from Kerli. So Ave-Ly is something similar. You can see a little bit more to the left, but has the same cap. Kerli already showed how it's done. And Ave-Ly makes it. It's not the same line, but still makes it. Margit furthest from the basket. That was giving a tiny bit chance to make it, but didn't go. So here we have Kersti from really far, as far as you can go on this green. So you can see the other ladies making some room. It's in! Really nice putt. Take it out, lady. Really nice done. Now we have Kerli. This basket actually loves bogeys much, but I think right now we have a chance to skip all the bogeys. Yes, we have. Nicely done. Nicely coming back from the triple bogey. And another par. Margit should be really close. For her it's almost a tap in. As you can see, very confident putt. And we have avoided the bogeys here. That's nice. It's always a good feeling. So basket number 8, we have this tunnel shot. Like we can see the main building in the background. We can see OB left, we can see OB right, we can see basket here, and we can see you can go OB long, and you can actually see a ditch. That ditch loves this, guys, I'm telling you. If you go really close to the edge, it will suck it in. So here we have Ave-Ly. Come back, come back. I think a stump stopped it. It looked so. And now we have a Ave-Ly. A little creep block, but even without the tree, I believe it will stay on the fairway, so a good one. Just collect your tree and move on. Just hope others to make mistakes right now. Now that was a pull, really nice forehand, but it skips too much and it just barely crossed the OB line there. But the OB is there. Kirsty, OB again. We had one basket without OBs, and this track loves OBs so much. I'm going to tell you that it's not really uncommon for me to collect 7 on this basket, especially with the winds coming from the lake, which is just from this view a little bit behind us. And just so open to the winds, and because of it's a tunnel, sometimes it does so weird things to the disc. And if you have wind and you come to play here in Discland, just make your tree and be happy with it. It feels like a birdie sometimes. So here we have Margit putting from the OB line. Because she went out. She's trying to avoid. Stay. It stayed. That was a little bit lucky because that ditch loves to suck those discs in. That was close. We can see the leaves falling and the butt going. That's a really nice view. And another bogey. Wait, are we going to have 4 bogeys here? No, I think this is a par. No, this is a bogey. And Ave-Ly. A bogey. 4 bogeys after 4 pars. This is what the course does to you. But we're going to move on to basket number 9. Which is again a really straight shot. We just wanna avoid those OB lines left, those OB lines right. This back push a little bit stops it, but only if you don't go too high. Like we can see, the cap is quite small. And Ave-Ly on the tee again. Again, too much overturned. I think it's called in English. And stays to the left. Ave-Ly. Come back, come back. Again, similar spot as Ave-Ly. Now that is a cannon. Stay. No OB, no OB. That's nice. Should have at least a look on a birdie. So it was nice. And seems like Kirsty doesn't feel so comfortable with her forehand. And yeah, here we can see back to the backhand option. but this is short. This leaves too much work. And Margit. That was so close. A little bit more accuracy, that would have been in. Kelly. Also close, but not good enough. And Ave-Ly from the similar spot. Just makes an flex and any putt rather, and it's close to the basket. Here see Kirsty for her third. This smells like a bogey to me. This spot is really hard with planes running around and the OB everywhere. And there we go. Just like the plane, it got flight. We have Ave-Ly. Ouch. That was a bad miss. Kirsty for a bogey. So after basket number 1 has been not so good anymore. So she's now 2 over, +4 from the front 9. Margit 3. It makes her at +2, I believe. Kelly with a 3 as well, which makes her +4, just like Kirsty. And bogey from Ave-Ly with a +2. Ave-Ly actually playing the same level as Margit, and they're both leading. So we are done with front 9, and we can see the top 10 through 9, and we see Kaya it's making an effort, 4 down in front 9, and she's making a really push from chase card. But we're going to move on to basket number 10. It's 47 meters, 154 feet, and like you can see from the map, no OBs this time around, but we have a lot of trees and a lot of small caps. And that tree also loves discs, just like we do. That looks good. And stopped. That should give him, her, a birdie, but it looks good as well, but gets a kick which pushes the disc away from the basket. And Kirsty, she's falling behind from Margit now, and we saw Kaya it's doing an amazing push. She needs a birdie from here, and that should give you a small birdie, but actually, and here we have Gerli, again a spot where we all have been. Kicks the first available and to the left pushes. Nerves are still to stay calm in this kind of situation. Well done for you, Kelly. Again, we can see the leaves falling. And the trees are catching this one, so. And here we have Ave-Ly trying to make some kind of birdie look. But we can see she's deep in the bushes. But let's see, where is the basket? Show us now. It's actually not that far, but we have to make something weird happening around the limbs and trees. So she made a peat. Nothing too fancy, but what can you do? So Kelly. And it's in. Well done. After those two unfortunate kicks in the beginning, a 4 is a good result. Ouch. This was not according to plan. But what can you do? It happens. So Kirsty now has a chance just to make it in, be 1 over, and you're catching the other ladies. Nicely done, a nice birdie. Like we can see, she's back in striking distance. Margit's still leading this group. And we're going to move on to hole number 11. And here we are. OB on the left, the fence on the right is OB as well. And on the basket sitting on this tiny hill. And here we go. That's actually nice. Stay, don't skip too much, and it should be just in the foot of the hill and striking distance for sure. No, that was 2 lucky kicks actually, and in the middle of the straight fairway. And Ave-Ly. Also a really nice kick, which pushes her closer to the basket. Can side arm on this hole. I don't think she plays backhand now when I'm starting to think about it. And kicked it out, that was a little bit lucky as well. This basket is forgiving them a little bit. Wow, what a beautiful approach from this position. Those little trees catch a lot of this. Now that went too far. It's really close to the OB line, but at least didn't kiss it. So, some room to work with. Stay. It stayed. He loves rollaways so much. And in, really beautiful putt from Gerli to save her par. Well done. That should give at least a tiny bit of confidence boost. And there's still time and still birdable baskets to come. Let's see if she can make even par at least. So Kirsty here, cleaning the ground a little bit to have a better footing. In as well, really beautiful birdie. Well done, Kirsty. Easy par for Margit and Ave-Ly. Well done as well. Like we can see, those 3 ladies again, 1 stroke difference. but Kirsty is fighting back to the lead of this group. We still don't know what Kaya is doing. So basket number 12, Mando on the left, Obi everywhere. And here we are, the basket. Like you can see, it's really guarded. So really high hyzer is the best play I have seen. I've seen rollers, I've seen other weird shots, but seems like the high hyzer is the best option. This catches the high branches and kicks it straight down. It actually looks good, but maybe too inside. Should have given more power. Ave-Ly actually stayed in the OB. And Kerli after that really beautiful putt from hole 11. And Kirsty, yeah, after that high branch taking the disc down, you don't have much. If you get a tree from this position, it's always good. Just make it around the corner. And it looks good enough. It should give a look. And here we are already with Kerli. We kind of missed Ave-Ly's upshot because I was changing the camera's battery. And she was just faster than me. What can you do? And Kerli have a really nice approach. Should give her a tree. Or more beautiful from Margit. And this is what Kirsty has left. And in it is. Stop the bleeding. Well done, well done. Nice putt. And this is where I already ended up with her upshot. And in it is a bogey with the OB. What can you do? It happens. And a par for Kerli as well, nicely done. And Margit with a tree as well. 3 pars and 1 bogey. Not a bad score from this basket. And we're going to move on to basket number 13. Here we are. We can see Manda on the right. We can see OB on the left. There's also OB on the right, which is not that visible. It doesn't come to play really often, but it can happen. This is the line what you want to take with forehand. With the backhand you have to flex it a little bit more, but you have to contend also with the cable hanging like 2 meters above the track, going over the track. And Kirsty to go aggressive here. This is what you want to do with the backhand, but it went OB, it skipped to the OB. And here we can see Margit. We already have seen the power in a forehand. And a really nice hyzer shot. Maybe that skip was too much. If it would have stayed, it would have been perfect. This is actually the hardest basket on the course. It averaged almost every single competition the highest. And when you get the tree here, you're making a stroke most of the field actually, so you have to be happy with the tree here. Oh no, this is too straight, it just flies to the OB, and here we can see. There she is. And there's not much you can do from that position. Curly, a beautiful, beautiful approach. Beautifully played from Curly this time around. This is what you want to do if you want to play safe. We haven't still gotten to guess this tee shot. That is how aggressive she was. And here we are. You can see this is where probably kissed some branches up in the air. That's why it took it down so early, because it looked to me like it had the swing to go all the way. Just put it under the basket. And fortunate roll away. Should have stayed a little bit more closer. Ave-Ly, most likely we have seen her from this distance before today. Yeah, actually try to give a little bit a beat this time around, because we are starting to run out of baskets and she's starting to fall behind on this group. And hits the cage. Ah, nicely. Good save. Good bogey save. You have to be happy with this. Just forget about it and move on. Double bogey for Ave-Ly. And a par for Rüüberg. So like we told about, a par on this course, on this basket, is a good result. And like we can see, she got a stroke and 2 strokes back from the others. And we have 2 ties actually. And same time we see in the basket number 14. 57 meters, 187 feet. Most likely best line is to the right here on this kind of gap. You can see from this angle. But with the forehand, just make it a tiny bit higher and you should have a look at least. This is too much turned and just hits the ground, but at least stays in the middle. Should give a chance for the approach. This is an unfortunate kick. And she should try to go with the backhand. If you go that line with the backhand, it has a really, really big chance to get to the basket. And this is what Margit is trying to do as well. But I don't think that was the line she was trying to hit. So far, all 3 ladies have missed the lines. And reach only halfway, I think. And that's actually straight to the middle. And has some kind of look, I believe. So another pattern pending from Kersti. Is it going to be good as well? Not that good. The angle was too much from that shot. But at least it tried. The Again, too much Anheuser and comes straight down. Kelly actually has a pretty nice look from here. You can see the gap I think she's aiming for. The biggest gap you can see from this view. Just make it a tiny hyzer in the low gap and should be under the basket. But she does not hit it on. That went so far to the left, I think. I don't know if she has a look from there. We'll see in a bit. And actually almost hit the cameraman there, our photographer. So greetings to Tarmo from here. And I can confirm that he was fine, he didn't get hit. Scuba. And she's not happy it went too long. I think Margit has a look actually from this angle. And she does, but again hits the cage. Really unfortunate with her putts today. Now, where did this one go? We'll see in a bit, probably. Another cage hit. This basket doesn't wanna take those discs. This not be a cage hit again. That would be mean. Okay, it was not. And she actually has a nice view from here. A bogey save, I would say, after so many tree hits. Didn't have any options with any trees. And like we can see, double bogeys and bogeys for everybody else. So bogey wasn't a total loss on this track. And we can see Margit still leading this group. I think she should be in third or second place by now. Already seeing basket number 15. Of course, just around these guarding trees, and that's the look you have from the other side. I didn't see how good stop, but this is what you want to do on this track. You can go with backhand. It has an opening on the left deep where you can have a putt, but with the forehand any line, this is not the line you want to hit because it has trees on the line. And Ave-Ly. This looks beautiful actually. It should be giving her a birdie putt actually. And Kersty now. She's 3 over. Margit is leading by 1 and she's in trouble right now. So this is the spot to take back your lead of the group. And this is the backhand line you want to hit. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. You should give her a putt as well. We will see in a bit. And this is where Margit ended up. Margit. Getting confused a little bit. Trying to say the names in the correct language. And Margit still struggling to get out of the woods. Giving a small bit, but that wasn't brave enough. Probably some trees were annoying her in that attempt. Carefully picking out the pattern pending option. Okay, that is interesting, but should be good enough. Yes, it is. We can see the green disc. And this is what Ave-Ly has left. The trees have some caps, so if you have been between them, you should have a look. But if you are behind them, and birdie it is. Well done, well done. We love to see birdies. Wow, that was a bad miss. I didn't expect that at all. Even though I was videotaping it, totally forgot about it. Nice putt from Margit. 3 straight bogeys. Makes her 3 over. And this is where Kirsti ended up. Gives her a chance to get back to the lead. Which will make the scorecard actually interesting for now. 2, 3, 4, 5. And that 5 will turn into 6 fast. Yeah, so Kirsti is back in the lead of this group. We don't know yet why it's going to put in over all standings. We'll see that in the end. And in the center, we're going to see hole 16, which has a really nice tee area or platform, how you want to call it. You can see it a little bit in the background, but here we can see it even better. That was a free kick you don't want to see. There's a gap there you want to hit when it goes bad. It looked like Kelly was doing some movements with the fingers, which was interesting, but it looked like it pushed the disc in the correct place. So here she is. Maybe too much honey, but it skips. Don't go to the bushes. The bushes are birds, and they should give up birdie putt for sure. So nicely done from Margit, and at the same time when we're going to see Ave-Ly's upshot, and we can say that this is one of the easiest baskets on the course, average well being below par. Usually it's around 2.7 on the entire group. Oh, sorry, entire field. And here we see actually why, because if you hit your cap, it's quite easy actually. Just need to hit it. And when you hit your putts, it's even better. It's a birdie, long way to birdie for Kerli after basket 3, I believe. So it's been 13 holes since her last birdie. Long wait. Oh wow. A nice putt from Margit as well. And I believe this is going to be birdie. I don't think she's going to miss from this range. There it is. 1 over for Kirsti. So she's going to make last push. All the last baskets are birdable. This one is the hardest of the last 3. Yes, we have 3 baskets to go. We have 19 holes on this course, so we have some disc golf to play yet. And we can see that you have to hit your line again really precisely. A low skip shot usually is the best option with your backhand, but also with the forehand you can go the inside route on the left, which is not that bad. If you can hit it, it's going to be under the basket. And we can see that low skip shot I was talking about, beautifully done from Kersti. Perfect execution. And Kerli again with the forehand. Say again, it's kind of bad. I mean it. She's on the lead card. So she has to be good. And nice safe play, not making any risk so late in the round. There's no push to make from here to the podium or lead. What a bullet from Margit. This was what I was talking about. If you make that inside gap with the forehand, it's going to be under the basket. And another one. That was even better. Really nicely done. A smile please. No, it didn't come. And once she's choosing the line, from our angle, that back line looks really risky. You can see the trees, and she's going for it. High risk, high reward, but no reward this time around. And so we're going to continue with Kerli again. And that's actually nice roll. Should be. Yeah, we can see that this there, it's really close. And we have a birdie putt for Kersti, making it 3 in a row. You know, you want this, take it, it's yours. Nice. It was close, but luckily it stayed in. So 3 birdies in a row. Another gauge hit. I think this is the 3rd time already. At least I can remember now 3 times in the back niner. And those hits you can't take back. And I really take a time to make a hand clean, which is smart always. So 3 over now. And Kerli, after a birdie, back to bogey. Here we have hole number 18, 52 meters. A straight shot. You need to hit this gap with the skip shot and skip it under the basket with backhand or forehand, with right hand or left hand, whatever you prefer. Just make it. It was a risky shot to the inside. Bad release from the hand, we could see it actually. But all good, no OB. Didn't skip the way she wanted, too straight, but stayed in bounds. That's the main thing. No skip. Again, a straight skip. It's interesting. Straight to the middle and stays in the middle. Like we can see, if you make the middle cap, you have something. Nothing good, but you have something. And she's going for the pattern pending. just to get some kind of look. I don't know why I'm whispering. And it does give her a look from there, obviously. And here we have Margit. That's a risky putt, but she's going for it and up the cage this time around. Not the lower cage, but still the cage. Her putting is a little bit, tiny bit off. Not by much, but enough off. Leaving Strolls on the field. And Ave-Ly making a good upshot approach. And she's under the basket. And here we have Kirsty. Can happen when you go too inside. And then you have straight out between the trees. But you have a look. And in it goes. That makes 4 birdies in a row. She's on a hot streak now. She's trying to make a push late in the game. But there's still a chance. Because Kelly, a 3 it is. Because by my notes, Kaya ended actually with 2 down on the day, on the competition rather. And Kirsty's 1 down, still a chance. Margit picking up the par. She's out of the competing for the leads. And the last hole, we have this island hole where you have to put through this gate and put it under the basket. Nothing difficult. You don't win much on this basket, but you can lose a lot. So pressure on Kirsty. I am sure she knows the scores at this point. Oh, this went to the right. Didn't even have a chance of making it, and it's OB drop zone. Here we come. And stays inbound. This is inbound. And again, here some happy spectators. We can see Margit's power. No jump putt. Just make it fly and it's under the basket. And Kelly, let's end with a good note here. I believe in you. It's the plus. No, it's safe. That was good enough. So here we have Kirsty. Actually, we already know the win is gone, but you still want to end with a good putt. And stay in, stay in, stay in. Those logs mark the island. Ouch. But no harm done. Kirsty again for a OB4 and to make it an even par for the competition for 2 rounds. And it's done. That's wrong number. Margit for a birdie. Yeah, that makes her 1 over. Really close to Kirsty. That's why I actually need Kirsty to make that putt to keep her safe. In the background we can hear the announcement announcing the next cards going on the track, and we have Kirli ending with a birdie and Ave-Ly ending with a par. And that was it. That was our ladies playing on the Discland course, and we're going to see the results now. Like my notes said me, Kaya having 2 under rounds, the only lady who ended up to 2 rounds with below par, and Kirsty and Margit in the top 3. We're going to see them happily with the huge checks, which is going to conclude the Discland Stars series for 2020 next year again. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like and share, and of course all comments weighted.